welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video on my theatre books, combining the two things that I really like, books and acting. Why not? Because I went to NYT and I got into NYT by not reading the book my monologue is from. I know, blasphemous, cardinal rule of picking a monologue, read the book before. And I don't recommend it to anybody, because if you can, try and read the book. And for my casting audition that I've got next week with NYT, I have read the book, which is one of these, but you know, so going to NYT I had no theatre, play, monologue selection books, and then when I signed up for my casting audition I decided, oh yes, I should probably buy these books. So I bought a selection, I rented a selection from the library. I didn't read two of them, but the others I read, so I can tell you about them. So I will try and find a picture to show you what it looks like. I rented a couple of Shakespeare and then the rest were contemporary. So the first one I rented was The Two Noble Kinsmen, and I actually like this one. I like this one. I got this recommendation from one of the girls at NYT who knew Shakespeare a lot better than I did. I mean, let's be fair, I don't actually know anything about Shakespeare. A lot of people do Shakespeare at GCSE. I never did GCSEs, so I had a crash course on Shakespeare. And then I also rented The Winter's Tale. I read that one first, and I think because I read it first and I'd never read Shakespeare before, that's why I didn't particularly enjoy that one. So I decided I'm not going to pick something from that because I'd rather pick something that I like. So I picked The Two Noble Kinsmen, and I'm currently going through them now to find, well, I've picked who I'm doing a monologue of. It as a couple, so I need to pick from that couple. Yeah. And then the next book that I read, because like I said, I rented two that I didn't actually read, but the next book I rented from my library because my library loves me, yes, is Kiss Me Like You Mean It by Chris Chibnall. Now Chris Chibnall is the guy who is taking over Doctor Who. He's the new writer along with Jodie Whittaker, and he actually wrote Broadchurch. He did the script for Broadchurch, which is quite good. I liked Broadchurch, which ironically starred Jodie Whittaker and also David Tennant. Like, all sort of submerging, that means it goes down. It's all like aligning and stuff, like, yeah. But I got this one, and because what I did with all the ones that I got from the library and all the ones that I bought, I photocopied all the monologues, because let me find, with this one I sort of put like tabs in it. I put tabs in all of them, like the monologues that I like, so I just photocopied all of them because I thought, then I've got to give them back. Yeah. And then I've got like copies of them, so then I don't have to read them again, or I don't have to rent them again. Yeah. Oh, the next one I got is by Dennis Kelly. I rented two by Dennis Kelly. It was called Taking Care of Baby, and I didn't really find any in that. Only ones that I read from the library, I may be wrong. So then on to the books. Oh wait, no, I got this one from the library that I'm still currently reading. It's another Dennis Kelly, DNA. And I thought, because when I rented this, I didn't know what the first set of shows NYT were doing, and then I was waiting for it because I was waiting quite a while. I've only just got it. They announced that they were going to do DNA, and I thought, oh my god, that will be so cool. If I can read this and then get tickets for that, then I will, like, I can see it and know what's going on, because I've only seen one play in my life. Yeah, and that was in November. Yeah, it's a bad thing to like announce, because a lot of like theatre people go see shows regularly, and I'm like, one, I can't afford it, and two, I don't really read plays. I read books. But then the first book I got was a Shakespeare monologues for young women, because I decided if I get this and then I sort of flick through and think, oh, I like that monologue, I'll read that book. Hence the Winter's Tale coming out of this, and The Two Noble Kinsmen, as well as the advice I got. It's not hard to know more Shakespeare than I do, quite frankly. And then the next one I bought was This Beautiful Future by Rita Kaunjays. Kaunjays? I'm sorry if I butchered the name. I quite like this one. I was quite disappointed that it didn't have like big monologues. It was just like I don't know, like sort of that. No sort of big paragraphs. So I was a bit disappointed, because I really liked the look of this one and I thought, oh, I might get something out of this, but not. But it's a good book. It's a good book. It's interesting. And I think, you know, and I don't think it come out that like long ago. I think it came out and then it was put on last year, 2017. Yeah. It actually says it. In the Yard. Yeah. In the Yard Theatre from the 2nd to the 25th of November. Yeah. So it's not that old either. Because I know some people, they want you to pick quite a modern one, or they want you to pick one that's sort of been around a while. It's sort of one of those minefields of monologue. The next one, and this is one that I actually got 3 by Dennis Kelly. I don't know why I didn't think that. I was really thinking about this one because I saw a girl, one of the girls from NYT, we each had to show our monologues that we used to get in. That was fun. I think I forgot half the lines, even though when I did it for my audition, it went really well. So, you know. But I saw her do this monologue and I thought it was so good. Well, not it was so good, but like it was about a cat and they killed the cat, and by the end of it I was in floods of tears because I was like, you killed the cat, even though I was like, I know you didn't, but like, oh, I was like I was just so emotional. But it's After the End by Dennis Kelly. I was considering this one, but in the end, after the end, I decided that monologue was a bit too long to be condensed into how long I need it to be. And then the last monologue, I keep calling them monologues even though they're plays with monologues in. It's like, Sophie, don't say that. It's a play with a monologue in. Is In Doggerland by Tom Morton Smith. Now, a lot of these plays I've like After the End and DNA and In Doggerland I picked because I saw people doing them at NYT, not to say like that's how you should, but because I've never read a play before, I thought that would be a good basis to start, to pick plays that I've seen people pick something from. Yeah, that might be like a really bad idea, and I will be able to say, come next week, I'll be able to say whether that was a very good idea or a very bad idea. Hopefully a very good idea. Yeah. But hopefully from having read these now, I can then go on to reading like This Beautiful Future. Nobody had done because it was, like I said, it's quite new. So that's one that like I picked myself. Well, not picked myself because I picked them myself, but like without guidance. Mainly I did it very vainly, and I did it because I picked like the cover. I was like, oh, that's a nice cover, that's a nice description, I'll go with that. And that's normally how I pick my books as well. That normally works out well, so fingers crossed, touch wood, that it works out. Yeah. And then, like I said ages ago, I hope to be able to do a video on the casting, because there were a lot of videos I watched actually of people audition experience like to get in, and I only really found one person's audition experience for castings. So I thought, oh, I might do either one video on both or 2 videos like split the thing, because I'd like to think it might be helpful for some people. I know it was helpful for me to sort of know, and to know maybe for this year's, because I will no longer be a newbie come September. I will have been in the National Youth Theatre for almost a year. Ha ha ha. That if people want to know what the course is about, because that's what I also wanted, I did a lot of Googling to sort of see people's experience from the summer course, and there was actually a girl who did from Epic Stages, but she did like videos of the whole thing, which actually helped me to sort of get an idea, a little bit of an idea, not much, but like a little bit, because I was completely not out of my depth, but like I had no idea what to expect. I've never done anything. I've never done it. I can't say I have never, because I have now. I'd never done anything like this, but no, I might do. Well, I probably will. Hopefully, with a bit more makeup on, and I might have lost my voice by then, because I'm going to see Paramore in Glasgow. So, yes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.